Video brought to you by Morante Plumbing and Oil. Morante, the #1 name in plumbing.
And we are back. G-Mac and the camp crew in the house. What's going on, fellas?
Another beautiful day, and time to get live and see what happens.
Let's get dangerous.
That's it.
This is it, huh? We're
Chill.
live, and I had to chill it off a little bit in here. A little bit of a crazy week. We might as well jump right into getting a little bit more dangerous. I don't know if this stuff is still good, but we're going to give it a try. No, it's not really. You're right, Scott.
Yeah,
it's really not.
It's done.
It might be. I don't know. You take that one. I'll take the other one. Try this one. This one might not be. This one shouldn't be. This one's brand new.
This one's smelling more like old dirty socks.
Oh, this one's good. This one's good. That one's good.
Sure,
Find out.
That one's so
Switched
good.
to the urine.
No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, this one's definitely more potent now.
There you go. Let's see how it goes.
All right, so we're live. We're still waiting for Winnie to come back and with his new pronouns, they, them, or whatever he did. We're waiting for him to make his official announcement.
Yep.
See what color his new dress is going to be.
Yeah. This week was one of these weeks where we all kind of got together watching a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is Monster, the Ed Gein story.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be filled with spoilers. It is fucking crazy.
To say the least.
Yeah, if you didn't see it, you need to see it.
Yeah.
Even if we spoil some of it for you, you need to see it anyways.
That's right, Mother.
The silver fox should be watching it.
Yeah, it is. It was, if you're not creeped out by it, you got something wrong and you're fucking
awesome.
coconut. Yeah. It's pretty wild. They did a very good job. It was what was the guy's name? Charlie Hunnam or something?
Yeah, Charlie
Hunnam. He was from Sons of Anarchy, and he plays probably what 90% of our Hollywood horror villains are kind of
Based
off of, or he plays Ed Gein, and Ed Gein, he is
convicted murderer.
Oh yeah, grave robber, serial killer, and
necrophilia.
Yeah, necrophilia, just sick fuck.
Yeah.
And the one thing I didn't like about the series, so to speak, is they put a thing on him like kind of like a soft side, like a feel sorry for him kind of. And I don't feel like you should feel sorry for someone like that.
That's how he gained everybody's trust and stuff.
Well, because he was probably soft-spoken,
yeah.
minus when he was fucking destroying people.
Well,
you know?
I mean, there's the soft-spoken part, but I also think that, yeah, and I'm only halfway through the series at this point, so you guys are a lot further along than I am, but it's almost like he's had a developmental situation.
Yeah.
That's why he talks the way he does. So it kind of, at least that's the way I'm looking at it at this point, but it's really way outside the norm.
Yeah. But when
it's so out that it's awesome.
Right.
And it's funny at the same time.
There's
so
parts that are funny,
yeah.
And there's parts that are, like I thought the mom did an excellent job.
Yes.
She did a phenomenal job.
And Becky from Roseanne.
Yeah, or Sheldon's mom on Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
She did a really good job. But it kind of takes place World War II-ish, just after in Wisconsin.
Right.
Yeah, I want to say
because of the Holocaust stuff.
Yeah, and like even the first murder wasn't like it was kind of dumb. Like, hey, I got you.
Accidental, yeah. That's where
I don't know that it was accidental, but it was.
Were you guys still waiting for the brother to get up?
No,
afterwards?
Oh,
no. But here,
As
but
soon as
here,
I saw him fall
right.
down.
But here's my thing with that. He was crafty enough to know that he had to
Trick him.
Well, not only that he had to put the body out by a fire, and he knew to like cover his tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it was,
So that's why I don't feel any sympathy towards him.
Yeah.
Like
it
in
had to
the
be 1950s because when they did come out, science at the time, they said, well, it had to be asphyxia because fires suck up all the air.
right.
Never mind the crushed back of his head type
Right.
thing.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah, you're like, huh?
huh? Yeah. So
And the blood trail out to the fire pit.
Yeah. And then the mom had the stroke after that, and then she did a phenomenal job as
Awesome.
the actress
oh yeah.
covering that stroke.
I could definitely see people getting some awards from this show.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Even from like
Such
we were
great-
talking off the air. That guy, you forgot who he was, and he was Ed Gein.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, that's not the guy from Sons of Anarchy. That's just that's the serial killer guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was that believable.
It's
You know
an
what I mean?
amazing flex of his talent because all he did was, be the tough guy or be the adventure guy because he had Pacific Rim he's done and a couple of others where
He lost a lot of
weight.
weight to get in that
Yes.
role too. He was very thin.
Very much, but literally every mental health problem that you can think of, he demonstrates.
Oh yeah. But like when you think about it, Texas Chainsaw Massacre after him,
Yep.
Norman Bates after him,
Yep.
Buffalo Bill after him, right?
Yep.
All these guys were really shaped and molded after him,
Yeah.
and that's how fucked up he was, and that's how bad. And then
Well, that's it. Right down to the skin.
yeah,
For Silence of the Lambs.
But
and
the-
the moths.
Yeah.
The first moth
The
shows
moth.
up in episode 1.
it does,
Yeah.
and then it keeps getting more
Yeah.
as the house gets more full. But the point was, I was talking to a woman at my job, and she was like, "I cried at the end," and I'm like, "That's not what's supposed to happen here. I'm not supposed to feel sorry for the guy that was a fucking serial killer."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's the only part of the story I didn't really care for. Is like they tried to make him have some sort of a soft landing,
Yeah.
so to
humans.
speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nurses in the end and all
Right.
that stuff. It was like, oh my God, really? You're you know.
Yeah. No, I definitely
much
believe. I
compassion.
definitely believe he was. Maybe he didn't really realize he was doing some of it, but he definitely knew when he killed the brother
Oh yeah.
because he covered his tracks.
He may not have initially realized it, but once he did,
The
Yeah.
hunters
Yeah.
too. Fully he knew what he was doing with the hunters.
Yeah, but then there was a part of me that was like, did Mindhunters just come on? Because the show Mindhunters
Yeah.
is referenced in this show, and I'm like, wait a minute, did I turn the fucking shit like I forgot? I'm like, but wait, that's not the guy. That's not the guy. I knew it wasn't the guy from Mindhunters. I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, when I started watching this, I didn't look back into the history of it or
Me neither. I knew
watch
nothing
any
about the
trailers
guy.
on it
Mm-mm.
and stuff. So I kept laughing because to me it was like so much subliminal stuff of other movies, not realizing that
this is what
the other movies
were
were
based
supposedly based off of Ed.
Yeah,
You know,
right. I never knew that. Yeah, all them different characters
Yeah.
came off of that one guy. You know what I mean?
I got to give Netflix credit because for original content, they're really knocking it out of the park with these kind of things.
awesome.
Well, yeah, that whole monster series. Dahmer was the first one,
Yeah, that was
and that
amazing.
was crazy. That,
Yep.
that like how what's crazy about a lot of this, if it's if they don't what do they call it, dramatize most of it, is how fucking nonsensical calm these guys are.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like when Dahmer was like raping guys, he had him in his house. His house stunk, and like nobody thought to like,
Right.
you know what I mean? It's just a
Yeah.
dude in a barrel over there in the corner. But he's like, hey, you want to go to a dance with me? You want to go to the club?
or
It's the dude with a hammer, and then it's like calm again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this guy, he was like calm as fuck it could be.
You
It was
know,
like he was almost calmer after he did this
the
stuff.
character I felt the most sorry for was the babysitter.
Yeah, over
I
4
think
cents.
I had the most compassion
Right? Wasn't over
for
4
her.
cents?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You took my babysitting job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's 4 cents in the 50s, so that's what,
Right.
$30 today.
Yeah,
Well,
but still.
remember in episode 1, Mom was all ticked off because the guy didn't pay his $10 rent for the farm.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and then what you're starting to see in a lot of these serial killers, it's a fucking like a domineering mother causes a lot of these guys to like break mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And definitely if this is true to form, Ed Gein definitely had that.
You know, I actually tried to look today, and there's so many people with so many different things on the internet about it. Oh, this was true, and no, it wasn't true. That had to be made up and stuff.
Yeah,
there were so many opinions about this program out there already.
Yeah,
you didn't know what to believe.
Of course, they're going to take certain liberties to make certain parts of the story
right.
more gruesome or not. You know what I mean, or dumb it down. But I don't know. Front to back, I think it was an amazing series. And I'm like, listen, we're men. I know it was like 10 o'clock at night one night, and I'm like, fuck this. I got to turn this off. I ain't going to sleep for shit tonight. You know what I mean? Every little creak in my house that didn't sound normal, I'm like, who's that motherfucker?
Had the equalizer next to the bed.
Yeah, you're like, Ed Gein ain't getting my ass tonight, I'll tell you that.
It went in so many different ways, from the innocence to killing his brother to to digging up his mom at first and not being able to get to her grave.
But even him killing his brother, there wasn't innocence. It was him protecting the mother.
Yes.
Mom's crazy. Pah!
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck? Just like that quickly.
Yep.
I was expecting like more of a build-up to him being that. That was in the first, 15 minutes?
Yeah, I mean...
And then he drilled that dude with that log.
The babysitter had more acting stuff going on
than
the brother had in the whole movie.
Yeah.
But what somebody asked me, they were like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, what would you say his type was? I'm like, there wasn't one.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he wanted to be a woman, like where he had that whole basket of vaginas that he cut off. But he was more infatuated with like the skin, and he wore bras. But he killed a couple kids, right? He killed men. He killed women. He killed everybody.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
It was all about making the furniture.
Yeah.
In his own satisfaction, and the
all
look
off of a
looking through
comic,
the store
right?
window at the chainsaws.
Yeah.
Just said so much. I mean, he played such a great character.
Mm-hmm.
But even the lady that played the bad Nazi woman, she did a great job too.
Right.
But like where she made the lamp out of somebody's skin, and he sees this in a comic book, and then who the fuck goes, yeah, I'm going to do that.
You're right.
Yeah. And then he had the chair with the nipple in the middle of it.
Chair.
Yeah. And you're like, and when you tell people this and they haven't watched it, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? But everybody was talking about that this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
If I would say on a 1 to 10 scale, I'd give it like a 9.3.
Oh, yeah. It's number one
Definitely.
on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
For documentary. Or
and the more people watch it, like I watched it, I text you guys next thing you know, everybody's.
Yeah.
And I'm texting other people, and I'm like, yo, and they're like, oh, I'm watching it too right now. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Makes you wonder just how fucked up we really are.
Yeah. Well, listen.
I was even laughing at the Birdman in the prison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with his big boob outfit there and everything, and the black guy coming in, the guards let him have.
Oh yeah,
come
that
in.
guy.
Yeah,
that fucking weirdo
sitting there smoking crack.
Yeah,
yeah.
And my sister just chimed in and said, I'd say he's most like Norman Bates. Yeah, very much so. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a direct reflection of what he did.
Leatherface.
Yeah, where he put the people's face on and scared them kids when he was babysitting them.
And all the way up to Silence of the Lambs.
Right.
So,
to Buffalo Bill. Yeah. It is all there.
Yeah.
If you want to watch a good series, it is definitely Monster, the Ed Gein story on Netflix.
I went through all 8 episodes, and today I'm back on number 2.
Well,
I watched 1 and 2.
You know why? Because you're kind of like, you get to the end and you're like, wait a minute.
I want to see what I missed.
I might have didn't correlate something early that means something later.
The Alfred Hitchcock part in the first episode.
Yeah, like how?
threw me off. Like,
Yeah, you're like, wait a
all of a
minute.
sudden, where the hell did Alfred Hitchcock come into this? What's the? Oh my god! It just ruined the whole story for me. And then later on, I was like, oh my god, that's such a big
Right.
thing.
This is what this guy read about him, and that's
That
how he
lead
created
into it,
these
all
whole.
of a sudden, Alfred Hitchcock is like has nothing to do with the story I was just watching.
Right, but then you're like, oh well, here's Norman Bates, and they're shooting that movie, and then here's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and
that guy playing Anthony Perkins doing the whole thing,
yeah,
doing the women's costumes and everything with his lover, and I mean the characters in this all played so well that they were so believable.
Yeah,
you know.
And it's from a different time where you didn't have cell phones and distractions. It was just,
you know, if you watch Friday the 13th, Jason's doing this and that. If you're watching, you know, Freddy Krueger, he's kind of doing the same things all through the movie and stuff. But this guy
did it all.
Different roles. That you see, no wonder why so many different programs and stories were made up about this guy.
But that was my point. When somebody asked me what was his type, I'm like,
there wasn't.
Just death. And different shit, like a chainsaw through somebody.
Mommy's boy.
A stack of wood off the back of the head.
Yeah.
You know, like different people. He just differently.
The old lady from the hardware store. He had, all of a sudden had this great relationship with her.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just went total sour and stuff. And it was
Mother says you're giving venereal diseases to everybody. No, I'm not. What are you talking about? And then, oh, she's fucked now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and every time you're like,
she ended up being the cop's mother.
Yeah, and that's the guy I felt the worst for in the whole show.
Yeah, well, they did. I don't know. Must have been episode 5 or 6 or something like that. When they throw it back and he's talking to her about setting up Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, and
wow, that was a total loop. And then you see how it led.
And then he goes to the Thanksgiving dinner, and the guy gets the electric knife for the first time, and then he's like, he's got PTSD.
Yeah, cutting that turkey right in half like his mother.
I felt terrible for that cop.
Yes, yeah.
That's the guy I felt the worst for because
he's
the one sitting there.
The house down.
Yeah,
I think the sheriff burned the house down.
100%.
Yeah, because
remember when he drove away all drunk.
Yep.
He passes the fire trucks and that going that way. Yeah. It was a very good series. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
but here's the thing: is every time you think it's almost like the show Shameless. Every time you think it can't get more fucked up, it does. Yeah. You're like, it can't get possibly worse than this.
My wife sit there asking me what the hell I was laughing at.
Yeah,
because
you're a fucking psycho.
Well, I think we all.
Hey, we're gonna stay on your good side, Hughes, because I don't want to end up addressed.
Well, I don't want to end up stuffed into a carnival machine.
You might be the new leather finish.
Next thing you know, you're like, and they're hitting golf balls in you. All right. Anything else about that series?
Oh my god, no! I can't wait to see the new one now. What was it? Lizzie Borden.
Lizzie Borden. She's considered the first axe murderer, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And
I can remember hearing jokes.
She was acquitted. Mm-hmm. She was acquitted. She was never found guilty of it.
Now, was she part of the Borden family down there in Wallkill?
I don't know.
The Borden farms with the cow?
I don't think so. I don't know.
If somebody's watching right now and they can Google that on their phone while we're doing this, let us know. All right, you ready to move along then?
Sure.
All right. This week's top 5. The top 5 album covers of your choice. Your best 5 album covers. And what's nice about this is unlike bowls of cereal or cartoons, we're all the same age, but we have a wide variety of Tina Turner. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, what is your genre of music? And I figured you're going to have artistic pieces on yours versus the iconic ones. I'll start my number 5, Blink 182, Enema. There was a hot nurse on the front with tattoos and stuff. Oh, and she had a blue glove. And it just always stuck out in my mind. And I was a big Blink 182 fan, but I just remember thinking this nurse was like the hottest thing in 1999. Mm-hmm. And it epitomized like that turn of the century fucking, you know what I mean? The new millennium and everything's going. And here she is. She's like all tatted up, you know, tits pressed up, and then she's pulling the glove on. Yep. So that was Blink 182. Enema was my number 5.
All right. My number 5 is Quiet Riot Mental Health album.
Me too.
with the guy with the
Same
iron
one?
mask, and he had
Eddie, right?
Had the
yeah, I think it was.
I can't think what you call the jacket, the restraint
Straight
jacket.
jacket.
A straight
Yeah.
jacket.
Yep.
Yeah.
So a lot of choir. So right there, I knew you.
Yeah,
A lot of Choir Riot had a lot of artistic stuff on the
Very
covers.
They did, but this one was just a guy being restrained with a
With the
mask.
Choir Riot
Yeah.
mask, which
Yeah,
ended
it was
up
like
being
an
their
iron
his
or tin
mask.
And
mask.
the thing of it with that was, for me at least, is that this was 1982, 3, 4.
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
The Parental Rights Commission was all over the place.
Right.
You know, and everybody felt that what we term now as hair metal bands were all directly from Satan.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It was
So-
all Satan and this and that.
Just
But
like,
they kind of all played into that too.
They
All
did,
those
sure.
bands at that
they
time.
absolutely
yeah. The
did.
better you look, the better the music
Yeah.
was, in some
Yeah.
ways. You know.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where I came from with it. It's that it was just that time frame where literally everybody would just put a picture of the person and or the band.
Yep.
And that's all you got. Well, they got more creative and they just decided to go all in on it and put you up against a gray wall with a guy in a straight jacket and a mask. And I'm like, okay, now I'm curious.
Yeah.
Now I want to go find out.
And
So-
and not for nothing, timing it up kind of to what you said. Music videos did that. They went from being a band to like a mini movie
Yes.
around the same time frame in the late 80s there or
Mhm.
whatever. All right, number 4, Nirvana, Nevermind. I don't know if it's on anybody
Higher
else's.
up for me.
All right, so
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. then.
That's my number 4 also.
Oh, is it? So we'll
Yeah.
talk about it when we get to Burke's
Yeah.
higher, whatever number.
For me, Duran Duran's Rio.
Oh,
That is a very popular one when I looked up iconic
Yeah, because
albums.
I mean, it was literally all in neon colors, and
Yep.
it was this again, late '80s, early '90s, just the quote unquote perfect woman. For
Yeah.
you know, her name is Rio, and that's all you need.
Yeah, yeah,
Boom,
yeah.
You want to get into it,
And
Now
it better be
find
the
out what's
fucking
going on.
single.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, number 3, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Anybody else?
That was awesome, but not mine.
No,
But mine, this one was iconic. That was everywhere
Well,
in my
the
youth.
psychological. Or
Right,
the-
it was the
the
triangle
black
with the
poster.
black, and then the
Yeah.
rainbow coming out of the
Yeah.
other side of it.
kind of
And
like Asia. and
it was
stuff.
just
Yeah.
everywhere.
Well, what I remember most about it was that it wasn't so much the album cover; it was that literally everybody wore the T-shirt.
Well,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's
And
what I mean. It was
where it was for me.
well. The
So-
thing was at that time they were making T-shirts of album covers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
You know what I
that then, you know, for me, I wasn't really into Pink Floyd. You know,
Right.
Another Brick in the Wall, stuff like that, every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I was not the guy that followed Pink
Hey,
Floyd.
teacher.
So for me,
Yeah.
Leave them kids
So it
alone.
was just, you know, for me, oh, that's oh no, it's an album cover.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But,
But-
so that was an honorable mention for me.
So that was actually my first 45 I ever bought.
Right.
Pink Floyd's Not
And
a
it
Brick
didn't
in the
make
Wall.
your list.
Well, because the 45 didn't come with the cover like that.
Oh no!
No,
Oh, they were the little
33s,
ones, right? Yeah, 33 to full
33s
size.
would
Yeah.
have the big,
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah.
Then the cassettes sometimes would have
The
covers. to
cassettes
match.
even had the artwork, but you'd always had to unfold it. you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 3 for me, though, was Nirvana's Nevermind.
Okay.
Okay.
So for
Right.
you guys, I'm not sure what it was, but for me, it's like a baby underwater.
Right.
Chasing the
Chasing
dollar
the
bill.
Dollar bill.
Yeah.
And but the subliminal
Yeah.
toes of the foot
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
everybody thought was the penis.
Yeah.
That was the subliminal part where
Yeah.
they would make them cover that part up, the
And
baby's
it
foot,
was his foot.
because it looked
Yep.
like it was the baby's penis. sitting
Yeah.
there.
And not for nothing, that put Nirvana. The album was great.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
The cover just became, iconic
Mhm.
because the album was so great.
Right, because if you've seen that in Ames or James Way or something like that,
Right.
and it's like, holy crap, look at this.
James and
Right.
James,
You know?
Yeah.
we're dating ourselves now.
Well,
That's it. You
But
know?
they were the stores
Super
at the
Kmart,
time.
Yeah.
They were the stores of the time.
Right.
What's your number 3, bud?
Boston with the spaceship on it. And stuff.
That's
I
an
don't
honorable
remember-
mention
I
for
don't-
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
But that visual of the spaceship with the
There's
thing
two
and the
different albums.
Boston
The original one
letters going
of
across
the
it.
Boston name. It's the city in the spaceship.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that was a little later on where it's way bigger.
Yeah.
It takes up like the whole album cover.
Mhm.
That album is actually hanging on my wall because my son's name is Boston.
All right.
It hangs on my wall today
Nice.
in that one with the bigger.
It's funny because when I was thinking of these, I said Boston's gonna. I mean, George is gonna say Boston. He's gonna say Journey. You know.
Yeah, no, not that you're wrong, but that Boston one I remember because again, artistically done.
Very
It had
much
like the city inside the
Yeah.
spaceship coming over everything, but that was on an honorable mention.
Yeah.
And you're through 3 also? All right, my number 2, Metallica Ride the Lightning. It was like black and purple.
Yeah.
Metallica, Master of Puppets had all the graves, the the crucifixes out in a field, and it was like more orange and whatnot. Then it came to Ride the Lightning, and it was black with purple, and the lightning was hitting the electric chair.
Right. The more on religious things that they could post on there, the more they would.
And for some reason, Ride the Lightning kind of always reminds me of like the Undertaker. Because it's black and purple, and that's when he first came out. It was like black and purple and dark, and
See, I wasn't a real fan of Ride the Lightning, but an honorable mention for me was Metallica's Black Album.
Yes, it just had Metallica, and it had the snake. It was almost like a hidden gem on the cover,
like the new squad cars almost.
Like the
ghost
ghost
silhouetted into it, ghosted in.
Yep. What's your number 2? Boy?
My number 2 was Iron Maiden. They had so many awesome covers.
That was Eddie.
With all the they have like zombie looking monsters and stuff with all the different colors and everything.
And all of it seemed to be centered around the World War II situation.
Kinda, yes.
Yeah, but that's when album covers became art.
Yes.
Right? A lot of that stuff. A lot of those bands, their album covers became art.
Yeah.
Your number 2?
Van Halen's 1984.
That is a major honorable mention of mine.
Yeah, because there was something about this cherubic kid with a cigarette.
Yeah,
and he looked like James Dean.
Yeah, you could see the wings, you could see the cigarette, and he's got the cigarette in his hand.
And he looked like James Dean, and he's kind of looking.
Yeah.
And again, great album.
Oh yeah,
which makes you think immediately of the kid holding the cigarette and
almost iconic song that came out of that album hit the top 40. Almost everyone.
Jump
was on that.
Yeah. The first song was 1984, which was really just the intro to Jump.
Yeah.
All right, and number 1, and it's easily my number 1 by far, is Michael Jackson Thriller.
Yeah.
It's Michael Jackson just sitting back in a white suit with a black shirt, but like, again, iconic.
Yeah, like a lean or something.
He was kind of just leaning back, like he was trying to get chicks.
Yeah.
He was fucking faking. But, again, Thriller being as major hit as what it was, you immediately go to this album and how iconic of a fucking cover it is because of how great the song was.
Right, because that's when he started doing the moonwalk.
Right.
And everything with the shoes and that outfit and the single glove.
Yep.
My number 1 was Van Halen's
1984.
Yeah.
So it was huge there. But for me, number 1, Def Leppard's Hysteria.
Oh, okay.
That, for a long time, was on my list floating. And then I was like, what I was going to say about it on my honorable mention was, I knew it belonged somewhere, but I don't know that in all the albums that it fit into this spot of, like my top 5 favorite. Right. It always stuck out because it had the loud colors, but then it had the weird mouths.
Yeah.
But it just, and again, pour some sugar on me. Right. That's what brings you to that album. But as far as a cover, it wasn't like my favorite because it was just, I don't know, it just lacked something. For everything it had, it didn't have like that one great something.
Well, for me, it was just that because of the fact that it had so many asymmetrical things happening at the same time, like you were describing. You got the lips over here, you got the slashes over here, you got all the colors and all that fun stuff. It just drags you in.
Yeah.
For me, it just dragged me in, and then the music.
It had all the colors in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what,
every single color.
The thing that kept it off mine was just the mouths. Like you see it, you remember it a certain way. But then when I really looked at it, I'm like, that's kind of creepy. And they're not creepy band. Like some of it didn't mesh.
Well, again, there was so many good choices. And it's hard because when you start thinking about them, you're thinking about the band, you're thinking about the music. But the music wasn't what we were really after here. It was that cover.
The color.
So it was very hard to actually think about it and not let the music distract you from the cover.
Right.
And stuff.
Like, there's Britney Spears ones where she was a fucking dime on the front. And I'm like, man, that could have made it. Because I just remember her being like her whole face with the blonde hair and being like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, one of my favorite albums, and because of the cover, was Survivor. I had the Tagger with that full Tagger head on there. But really, the album didn't have that many good songs on it.
You know, Tiger spelled Tiger, right?
Yeah, because it didn't.
You
sound like
say
were saying
Ta
that.
every time.
Yeah.
I say
Tagger,
those
Tagger. Where the fuck are we from?
Beverly Hills
Alabama?
Cop, Tagger.
Roll Tide, motherfucker.
I was speaking into my Asian
No,
tang here.
I understand, but like you mentioned the band earlier, Asia had a lot of artistic covers.
Well, that's it.
Oh,
They had that same thing with like the triangle and all that, and like a sea dragon and everything on their cover.
But there were
coming up. Out
I
of the
talked
water.
about this at work this week, and a couple of guys came up to me and they gave me a bunch of honorable mentions, like the Beatles' White Album, for the exact same reason as the Metallica Black Album.
Yeah.
You know, and then
This is
Abbey
them
Road
walking
is
across
the big one. That's
with
the
the
big
checkered
one.
street,
Yeah.
like.
But
the
then for myself, there's Poison's Open Up and Say Ah.
Yep.
The one that actually got censored and redesigned.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's just about anything by Disturbed.
Oh yeah. Tool.
Yeah.
Tool always had something cool. Jody says no NWA, straight out of Compton. Damn, fellas. Listen, that not for nothing. The one I had, not just one, multiple, but the one main one I thought of was Notorious B.I.G. with the baby sitting on the front with the afro.
Okay, yeah.
That was a big one. And the Chronic, Dr. Dre, when you know, it was just him and it said the Chronic, and you're like, what is
the hell
this?
is this? Right?
And then you hear Snoop for the first time. Now, Snoop's first album was all like dogs drawn on the front, like being foul and shit.
Yeah.
One that is probably one of the most iconic is Green Day's Dookie. It's there's like a whole looks like a war scene on the front, and it was their first big album, and it was very like it's listed on like a lot of the top album covers of all time. For whatever artwork it is.
That's it. You know, there were so many with the artwork. There were so many just because of the picture, or Twisted Sister with Dean Snyder on there with that big animal bone and his little bits of clown makeup.
I figured you would have had Twisted
Stay
Sister
Hungry.
on yours.
Yeah, that was
somewhere.
the Stay Hungry album.
The Winnie's all-time favorite, easily, Purple Rain.
Right,
Purple Rain.
Other than Elvis.
No, it's just Purple Rain.
Yeah, it's just Purple Rain.
Yeah, and he'll be, if he hears that, he's going to be like, fuck you, George.
Yeah. Well, see,
it's
that
Purple
leads
Rain.
into what I was thinking about is that a lot of the album covers that from the time frames that we were describing, it always was the band and or the singer.
Yep.
You're number one. Thriller,
yeah.
Right? I was never fond of that, but the one that was an honorable mention for me was Phil Collins' No Jacket Required, where it just had the orange face and a black background, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, because it became art, you know.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, here's just top 5 album covers. We could do top 5 movie album covers, and that's
even worse.
You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh well, fucking Top Gun or Vision Quest or this one or that one, you know. So, what are some of your favorite album covers of all time? This is a live show, so this is the time to click in. Send it in. All right, you guys ready to move along?
Yes,
this is the part where we're going to take crazy questions via our viewers.
Oh, boy.
Oh, danger.
All right, 5 crazy questions. Hold on a second. I forgot to do this. Sponsored by Park and Rocks Hauling and Junk Removal. We haul so you don't have to. Appliance removal, furniture removal, yard debris, brush removal, shed demolition and haul away, estate clearouts, eviction clearouts, construction debris removal, commercial property clearouts. Hudson Valley, 845-874-3088. Give them a call. Tell them the Outlaws sent you. All right. Nobody.
You guys should call them and have them move your golf carts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck you, Hughes.
Yeah.
Beep, beep. Fuck you, April. All right. So while we're waiting for the first questions to come rolling in, I got to say thank you to a special person with big cans named Lisa, who heard us talking about something I always wanted and never got all through my youth. and went out and got the Kamala wrestling figure. So Kamala is now in the studio. Thank you so much, Lisa. I thought you were going to show me your cans that day, but Kamala is a much welcomed,
Well,
welcomed
let me tell you
addition
about,
to the.
how that went the night she found out about it. She's like, she saw the episode, and then she went on. She's looking around for it and found it on, I think it was eBay. She's like, asked me 6 times, "You think George would want this?" No, he just brought it up on the podcast because he had nothing better to talk about. Yeah, he'd want it. So by the 6th time, I said, "Okay, this is the last time I'm going to say it. Yes, now buy it."
Yeah.
And you know,
I mean, if you look around here, like we got Heath Ledger as the Joker.
oh yeah,
We have the license plate from Entourage,
mm-hmm.
the DeLorean from Back to the Future, the Major League Boys. You know what I mean? Like Winnie's big thing when he used to go to the captain's table in the Nut Hut. We got signed. So like that's what we are. We're nostalgia driven. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan
time.
has Thunder Lips.
Yep.
You know, so it's pretty wild. Charlie Brown. You know,
Elvis over there.
Elvis. Well,
Jailhouse Rock.
Elvis is all over.
Yeah,
place.
hold on. I got to put this up for Winnie still. It's I just always have to do it. Elvis is still dead. And then when he gets all mad.
Well, I just like to let Lisa know that I always wanted a nice new electric drum set.
She tried to find you chocolate
Chocodiles,
and she couldn't find
She
them.
couldn't find it.
All right, so we're getting dead air right now because nobody's sending in questions. Come on, guys, send us in some of your
Well,
questions.
You know, they're all going to see us on the replay and say, "Oh, maybe I can send it now."
It's not George's fault he didn't shave for his show.
Oh, fuck that shaving stuff. All right, so while we're waiting to see if anybody throws a question, do any of you guys like or dislike them fucking drummers down in the city that just hit on the garbage can?
Pails and
Yeah.
flexing with their feet for the different
Why
tones.
I think it's amazing, there's no cymbals or nothing. It's just that.
Well, sometimes they use pots and pans for cymbals.
I've always found it interesting, but it always, after the first, second, third time, it all sounds the same.
Right. It's because you don't have the different drums.
Most of them put on the same performance. If you watch one perform it, you know, they might change the music up a little bit, but most of the performance is the same. They try to get the kids involved, to hand out the pails, to collect the money. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just like watching a lot of the acrobatic ones and stuff. But I love drumming, of course, so I'll stand there a lot longer watching for some of the change ups and stuff they're doing. I actually hate it when they're talking and shooting the bull, trying to collect the money. I'd rather just watch them sit and just drum it out.
Yeah.
You know, but I always loved going to the powwows and stuff as a kid and watching the marching bands, having competition. I could stand and watch guys drumming all day long. I fall in that hole, you know, on YouTube and in Reels and stuff like that, just clicking on people drumming.
Should send them over to Scotland for the Edinburgh tattoo.
Yeah. No questions. All these people have all this wanted active participation around asking
all
questions.
week long, we'll run into people and like, "Oh man,
I wanted to ask, but
yeah."
So okay. Here's a question for you: would you rather get in the box and face somebody that's throwing 100 miles an hour, could get hit by a pitch, could be 3 straight balls down the middle, or you're going to get the ball at the 1 yard line 4 times in a row and try and score from the running back position?
I'd rather be at the 1 yard line because at least you get a chance to compete.
If you're up to bat, but you're up to bat. You can either hit it or get hit. You don't know.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be in the box. I think I'd rather take a try at whatever's coming at me instead of 11 people trying to stand between me and where I want to be. Because you're going to get beat up there.
I always love running the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Football practice, I'd be the first guy right up there in line, man, to run through the gauntlet every time. I wouldn't care. Doesn't matter. See how many bodies I can make it through. How many guys I could take down with me.
Dude, at my age now, either one is you're
now I start walking down a flight of stairs.
Right, you get hit with one of them in the ribs. I'm done for a week. Yeah. And then if you go in and you just lower your shoulder, I'm done for a week.
Or you don't fall off an electric bike and you're done for a week.
And that was just putting a kickstand down.
So, yeah, but I remember when I was playing basketball, because I would always mix it up in the paint. And there was never a time I came out where I didn't have bruises all
Oh
over.
yeah.
So
I can never remember leaving and not being in pain,
yeah.
but leaving in pain with a smile on my face.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. This comes from the sponsor, one of the sponsors of the show, Josh Moranti. Do you have a daily routine or habit that helps fuel your success? Yeah, I get up every day, take a shower. That's kind of what it is. Put one foot in front of the other and just make it happen.
That mental move, got to get up, get it over with.
100%. And I think
I'm a shower person, though. If I don't take a shower, I
I get lazy real quick.
An hour before I went to bed. But if I don't take a shower in the morning,
a shower starts my
move.
day. 100%. A shower starts your day and gets you.
For me, it's music.
Yeah.
You know,
that's your routine.
Once I'm kicking into gear to get started for whatever the day is, either I got to put on headphones if I'm going out to work in the yard, or if I'm going up do something somewhere, or I'm getting in the shower. Alexis, turn on whatever. And that's just how I motivate myself every day. So, music is always.
What happens? How come it always is? It's raining men.
In the shower.
Yeah.
Hey, Alexa.
Yeah.
Hey, it's raining men.
Yeah.
First guys.
Yeah.
But no, music is always.
Well, that's where we're all thankful to have a good plumber like Morante.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Running for us.
Scott would be in a tornado of pussy and get hit with dicks.
I think that all comes back to the Navy, though.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right, so here's the question from Kevin Williams. How much money would it take for you to shit your pants for 1 year? No diapers. You bring extra clothes with you, and you're always prepared to clean up, but you have to go chocolate serve every time in your pants.
They'd pay you for that? I can do it for free.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, I hope we don't do it for free. Yeah.
I mean, we're reaching an age where trusting a fart sometimes is suspicious.
But I mean, but every time you did it for a year, you just have to shit your pants.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would.
I
think it would have to be worth it for me to be somewhat like my house paid off, my car, something version of that.
Yeah.
It would definitely have to, because I don't think I ever remember shitting my pants and not throwing my underwear away.
Yeah.
Because I'm not dealing with that.
I've shit my pants but saved the underwear where it just stayed in the cheeks.
Yeah.
That's not fun. I think it would have to be I want to say like a substantial amount, like millions, but I think it would have to be at least enough like it paid off some big bill.
Yeah.
Listen, a couple weeks ago, you started the bullshit about how you shit, if you're standing, if you're standing. And I swear to God, I still get up every day and I take my morning shit and I think about that.
Yeah.
Am I doing this the right way?
Are you a leaner? Are you a sitter? Are you a squatter? What is it?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Does caffeine play a role in your day-to-day life, so to speak, coffee or energy drinks?
Coffee in the morning.
I don't do coffee. I've never had coffee in my life.
Yeah.
Very rarely have an energy drink.
In the last month and a half, I've been doing caffeine-free coffee, and I'm actually getting used to it now.
Yeah, that's called dirty water.
Dirty water dogs.
That's it. For me, I mean, in the job that I left, it was all day, every day. I had it in the office. I would brew it. I would drink it. And then when I retired, I cut myself to just 1 in the morning. And what a difference. I still have problems sleeping for other reasons, but it's no longer caffeine driven.
Winnie's claiming he has more shit stories than all of us combined. He shits himself on the daily. And Kevin Williams, who asked the question, said millions for sure. And Kevin's a UPS driver, so if he had a shit.
Well, and that's
like they got a bathroom on that truck.
Hey, what does Brown do for you, Kevin? All right. That's it for the questions so far. Josh asked, like, what do you do to get success or habits? I think the biggest habit is just getting up every day at like a set time and having a routine, creating a routine. No matter what, I make my bed every single morning because it's like an accomplishment that just starts your day. You start your day with a positive moment. I go from I make my bed into the shower, from the shower like start my car out the door. Like I keep it
Well,
He
very
threw me right back into Ed Gain mode
Yeah,
because
well,
I just got the visual of him folding up his sweater, putting it in that dresser.
just a certain way.
no, about 5 years, maybe 4 years ago, Admiral McRaven gave a commencement address. He's a special operator SEAL, and he's retired now. But the commencement address was, "Whatever you do, start by making your bed."
Well, because you accomplish a goal first thing
Yeah.
in the morning, right?
It's your kickoff. And if you always start there, you'll always move forward. So, I mean, that was the crux of it. I read both of his books. The man had what he came back from, a parachute accident, which almost tore his body in half.
Yeah.
If he's telling you just start making your bed and you'll figure it out, I'm going to believe him at this point. So it's like, that was a lot to go through.
Yeah. When he is getting in on the fuck you, April. Keep the questions rolling in as we just bullshit here for another minute or two before we move on.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. You know, a lot of these questions that we come up with, it's always, you know, just that. There's only so many times you can ask, "Hey, what's your favorite car? Or what would you do?"
Yep.
It's those embarrassing moments that would you shit your pants? Like, what do you mean? You get paid to do that?
Yeah.
Like Jody said, I get paid to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like at some point in your life, you're like, oh my god, yeah. I went over a speed bump and shit my pants or whatever.
It's one of the things that I told you when you first started this. During COVID, you and when he sat down, you figured this out and you put it out there. And this is just a bunch of guys talking about nonsense. And I think that's what people
enjoying
want
ourselves
to do. You know, that even if they're only watching it and it inspires them to go and do it.
We basically just took the water cooler and put it
In the
right here, right where it is right now. And then, you know, but it's not all dick and fart jokes. Sometimes it gets a little bit serious, and sometimes like we
try not to because we're afraid of being Debbie Downers,
right?
But
we all just had a rough weekend with like it was my dad's birthday, it was your mom's passing, right? Or your mom's birthday, and then your mom with the closing up for the house. So like we had these moments that, you know, tied you into it, but you live with that shit all the time, so that you don't want to listen to this for that. Occasionally it's okay, but you want this to be like, you know,
happy joy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it? 2 episodes ago, we talked about why is it we have such a screwed up sense of humor.
Yeah, because you'll cry if you don't laugh.
If we're not laughing at it, we're going to end up crying.
All right, and the last crazy question is pretty easy. Who's the better singer, Elvis Presley or Kenny Rogers?
Oh, Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers, not even close.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's not even remotely close. Kenny Rogers in a landslide.
But I did buy a new magnet for Winnie this week.
So he'll see it when he'll see it when she comes back.
Oh, yeah,
she'll see it when they come back.
All right.
Well, they'll see it when
it comes back.
Yeah.
Winnie will come out with those boobs like the Birdman.
Yeah.
Ed Gaines.
Yeah. All right, let's move along. Is it overrated or underrated? We have done this before. Kevin Williams did come up with one more good, quick question.
Okay.
Would you become Chucky if it meant you could sleep with Jennifer Tilly? Ask me when I'm like 80.
Yeah. This is a live show my wife's watching. No.
Yeah, I'm not going to become a Chucky doll now. I still got life to go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Talk to me in about 30 years.
All right. Number 1, over and under. Comfortable chairs.
Definitely underrated.
Highly underrated.
Because I'm sitting on the uncomfortable one, I'll tell you that.
Talking to a guy with sciatic nerve trouble.
Yeah.
The better the chair, the better I am.
Yep. All right. Number 2, old sweatshirts.
Comfort.
Underrated.
Underrated. Yep,
they're soft. Sure. They might have that one little hole where you always scratched your collarbone or something.
It's got holes in someplace.
Yeah.
This one my daughter-in-law made for me.
Yeah.
And stuff, you know.
Oh yeah.
I've probably wore it so many times it should have fell apart already.
Yeah. What number are we on?
3.
We are number 3. Subs.
Subs is
like
somebody
food.
filling in or food?
Food.
Subs are good if you're going someplace for an all-day thing. I've always been a person that could never eat a whole sub. But I could eat a whole sub in the course of a day if I had, like if I'm driving to Buffalo or something like that, I buy a sub and eat sections of it.
100%. That is definitely a traveling meal.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I'd rather eat a sub traveling than eat like a hamburger.
Yep.
Because a hamburger, something's always coming out of the back of the bun, whatever. It's a fucking mess.
And on top
a sub,
it's going to sit in your stomach like a lead freaking rock.
Yeah. And, usually with subs, you don't get like indigestion or anything like that from it.
So
I used to be the Hobo Deli, and when I drove for Trailways, if I was deadheading to someplace to go pick up a load of people, where I might drive to Oneonta or Utica and then deadhead all the way there.
What's that mean?
Myself.
Just you and empty bus?
Just you driving the bus to go pick up people from a destination. And I would stop in the Hobo Deli and get a boiled ham and American cheese with nothing but butter on it, because that way there was no mayonnaise or nothing to spoil during the day.
Wait a minute. Fucking butter on a ham and cheese sandwich?
Because the butter wouldn't spoil. The butter can sit like that at room temperature all day and not spoil.
That just doesn't seem right, man. Something doesn't seem right there.
No mayonnaise, no lettuce to turn brown.
Oh, dude, butter on ham and cheese?
I gotta say, you guys don't have good taste like me.
I just never heard that before. Every fucking week you come out with something new.
I can put butter on almost anything.
Yeah, I'm not saying
I cook in butter and eat butter. I don't care.
I'm not saying that it's not good. I never tried it. I'm just saying, like, fucking, I never thought of butter on ham and cheese. Like,
oh yeah, good.
Like the first time you asked the guy, was he like, fucking butter?
Actually, I used to stop there so often when I'd be doing them trips that the girls that work the counter and pretty much do, you want your sub? Yep. And then I would just walk away, go pick up a Boyce's chocolate milk or whatever from the counter.
No, he's worried about mayonnaise and getting stuff, and he's got Boyce's chocolate milk. Talk about shit in your pants.
Because you buy fresh drinks on the road.
Now, when you would drive deadhead up there, would you crank the radio?
Hell yeah.
I imagine them buses probably have pretty good speakers.
And a lot of them had video players in. So I'd be playing movies and listening to the movie along the way.
Yeah, porn the whole fucking way.
Nah.
Yeah, sure. Just because April's listening, I don't want to hear
hands. You can't. You need 2 hands to drive.
Sure you do.
All right, number 4, peanut butter filled pretzels.
Love them. Way underrated.
But it's got to be the good peanut butter, not the dry peanut butter.
There's Reese's ones I got right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
See, that sounds good.
Yeah.
That hot chocolate you had was good.
Yeah.
These tasty cakes I bring you guys is good. The peanut butter is soft.
Outlaw Jody Jackson says he also uses butter as a lubricant. Yeah. I have a bucket of Reese's peanut butter pretzels.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yep, they're fucking good.
Yep.
They're good.
Big time.
You're right, though. It has to be a good peanut butter.
Yeah, it can't be that
Sam's Club has a good peanut butter pretzel. It's just in generic. Yeah. All right. And number 5, this was just, I happened to see a lady snacking on it today. Cheez-Its.
Oh, geez, I was wondering where he was going with that.
I'm like, because when you do these over-under lists, like, think about where I was. We talked about off the air. Comfortable chairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was hungry for a sub because I didn't have one all day. You know what I mean? And then there was somebody sitting across from me with a nice old worn-in sweatshirt. So I'm like, these are the over-unders, right?
Yep.
Then I'm like, I'm hungry, so I'm thinking about them peanut butter pretzels, just something. And then I'm like, I need a 5th one. And I look, and this lady's snacking on Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
And to me, they're overrated.
Way overrated.
I'll say
I'm not.
I love the extra toasted ones. I like them with that little blackening on them.
Nah, I'd rather go for Triscuits.
Oh, that's fucking
salty. So salty.
Give me chicken in a basket.
They're not bad.
But you can only eat so many of those.
100%.
The Cheez-Its, you can eat all the time. I'll throw Cheez-Its in a sandwich bag and take them with me. And just
I
pick
will
out a few at a
fucking
time.
destroy a box, not a sleeve, a box of Ritz crackers and whipped cream cheese.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And club crackers are good for dipping, too.
Yeah, the Cheese Whiz, though.
Cheese Whiz,
that's
too.
the winner.
Yeah. But I like cream cheese on Ritz crackers, too.
Yep.
I get new thing for me with cream cheese is on French toast.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I like the flavored cream cheese.
What flavor do you use? Like strawberry or blueberry?
Ones and stuff, and you put that on
See, now
French toast.
I've had stuff
or on
French
waffles
toast
too.
like that,
I'll do
but
it
I
on
wouldn't put it
Eggo
on.
waffles.
Yeah, that's new for me.
Yeah.
A lot of flavor.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, after just saying about butter, but I do that so I'm not using as much butter.
Mr. Dairy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what makes you shit. All the dairy. All right. That's it for over and under. We have one more segment. You guys have never done this before. And I'm pretty interested to see. Pretty much, it's Scott's. We'll see what Scott's answers are.
Oh, great.
Steel Cage Showdown. Fictional fight to the death.
Oh,
Who wins?
Long time ago. I remember you guys doing this.
Yep. Curtain Jerkers coming right out. We're coming out hot. Fuck Winnie. Elvis versus Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers in a walk.
Yeah.
Elvis in his high karate ain't got shit on the gambler.
Yeah,
the gambler's gonna gambler's gonna wax him.
Those bell bottoms would be just flopping.
Yeah. He's gonna go, oh, I'm getting killed.
Yeah.
I'm going Kenny Rogers. All right, number the next one up, Rambo versus Jason Bourne.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Rambo.
Yeah, I want Rambo on this one. Because, Jason Bourne.
You got to remember, it's not out in the woods; it's in a fictional steel cage.
Yeah, because Jason Bourne was always the blend into. The
so no weapons,
from nowhere.
Not really. Jason Bourne fucked somebody up with a pen.
Yeah, but
a
Rambo
pen.
fucked people up with what was around him.
Yeah,
so I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that's why he took a pen.
Yeah, well,
and
John Wick used a pencil. So,
I know. I'm just saying. And you got your right. We got your right to say who you want.
Even if I'm wrong, I'd still rather have Rambo because I'd rather have him win it.
Yeah,
I just liked his character better.
Okay, so you got Rambo. You guys both went Rambo. All right, here's a good one: Charlie Sheen versus Keith Richards.
Oh,
two fucking unkillable fucking.
Yeah. They were both stoned out of their minds in the cage.
Yeah.
Did you hit me? No,
Keith Richards is much older, though, right?
Way older. By like 30 years at least.
Yeah.
But Charlie Sheen's lived with AIDS, so.
Well, he's also lived through a whole lot of other stuff, like Denise Richards and a few other things. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Keith Richards on this one because that guy's
I just think he's tougher.
He's just timeless.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Charlie Sheen. Fuck that. The Wild Thing,
100%
over some little fairy guy in some leather pants.
I think it would all depend on who was less stoned and can actually move around.
I got Charlie Sheen. Fuck that. You ever see Hot Shots?
They both be
I'm going with Topper Harley.
Well, then you like Rambo too.
I'm going with Topper Harley.
Topper Harley did the Rambo portion too.
But really, I'm going with Rick Wild Thing Vaughn to fuck somebody up. I got news for you, Mr. Brown. Yeah. All right, this is the co-main event, and this is for Husey. Planet of the Apes versus the bugs from Starship Troopers.
Oh,
it's got to be Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to go with the bugs.
I got to go with the apes.
I knew you were going to go with the apes.
Yeah.
And you're going with the bugs?
Because the bugs just swarm and they keep coming.
Yeah, and unless the apes really got focused on using weapons the right way and whatnot, then bugs were
all over the place.
They were kicking the shit out of Denise Richards and
apes
would just be swinging.
Oh, Busey.
Yeah, Gary Busey was the other one, and then who was the main character? Rico. I can't remember who that was.
Yeah, I can't.
No,
I can't remember the guy's name. All right, and last but not least, the main event: He-Man versus Conan the Barbarian. I knew I had to get one on Bert. Bert's going to be, oh, Jesus, you're killing my youth here.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be
Conan. Conan? Really? Yeah. You're going Conan.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. Listen, all I got to do is go back to when they asked him, what are the three greatest things in life? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women. He-Man would never do that.
But he was part of the Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. Okay, and Conan had the same size sword and knew how to use it better.
Yeah, but Conan had like a fucking horse. He-Man's got like a fucking jungle cat.
Yeah. But Conan also knocked out a camel. So.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of what was the bad guy from He-Man there?
Skeletor.
Skeletor, yeah. You know.
Remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, 52 bones in your hand. If you're jerking off, you got 53.
Yeah.
Till we meet again. So that'll do it for Steel Cage Showdown. You're saying He-Man, you say Conan.
Yeah. What's your take? What's your top?
I don't know. I think just by He-Man's never without his Jungle Cat.
Mhm.
And that's kind of like, that's
Back
kind
up.
of like a tag team partner.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But then, is he the Femi fucking guy before he says, I have the power?
Yeah.
I mean,
Prince.
or is he fucking He-Man?
Yeah.
You know?
Does he have to turn into?
And if you remember, wasn't it Dolph Lundgren as a fucking coked up He-Man?
Yeah.
So I think
Yes.
Dolph Lundgren Ivan
Brings him back
Drago
down.
would fucking knock out
I don't know.
the Terminator. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just worth the throw around.
That's it.
All right, that is this week's live show. You guys got anything else you want to add?
Just
you
for
guys
those
have a
of
good
you that
time?
tuned in, I'm glad you did, and hopefully you'll see us again on repeat. But
Can't wait for Winnie to get back here. Show us his new dresses.
Whatever they are when they come back will be
Yeah.
much appreciated.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, if he's buying new braziers or what, or if he's just coming in with the old man boots.
He's coming in
still.
with full pumps,
Didn't-
6-inch heels,
Got the
fucking dressed
That's it.
moo gowns. He's coming in with. All right, Hughes, you're the guy now. Hold on, let's see if he said "fuck you guys." Did we get a "fuck you guys"? Oh no, he didn't.
Huh?
All right, go ahead, take us home, buddy.
hey for G-Mac, for Burke, and for me, Hughesy, the Outlaw Blitz.
He forgot his fucking name.
Alphabet.